If you think your veins are just cosmetic, we definitely need to talk. So many women tell me, oh, my spider veins are just cosmetic. They told me they're just cosmetic. I'm going to live with it. But there's one thing. Sometimes these veins are not just surface level. Yes, spider veins can be cosmetic, but a lot of times it's actually just the first sign that something is going on deeper on the veins that cannot be seen under the skin, and that may be a medical issue that needs to be addressed. If you're noticing like heaviness or tiredness at the end of the day, and you may be thinking that it's just normal because of what you do, your work, maybe you're a teacher, you stand all day. But if you're experiencing that type of heaviness, fatigue, maybe even cramps, swelling, restlessness, your body is giving you signs. Your body is telling you something. And the longer you ignore it, then the more it's going to get worse and the harder it gets to treat. So if you've been just brushing it off or just hiding your legs thinking it's just cosmetic, your concerns are valid. So one of the biggest reasons why women ignore these symptoms is because of this next myth. Too many women wait until they're in pain. Please don't. I hear it all the time. It's not that bad, I'm just gonna wait. But vein issues don't always start with something very dramatic or very noticeable. It's usually a slow progression of symptoms that you can actually get accustomed to. Needing to sit down or elevate your legs at the end of the day, that is something. You actually don't need horribly bulging veins or being crazy pain to actually do something about it. And actually, the sooner we treat it, the better the results and the easier the actual process to get that taken care of. One of the main reasons people wait is because they're scared of what treatment looks like. Scared it's surgery? It's not. A lot of people think or picture vein treatment and they think hospital, anesthesia, downtime, scars. But the truth and the reality is that majority of the treatments, if not all of the treatments, are actually done right here in the clinic under some local anesthesia. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery. It's actually pretty straightforward if you think about it. Most of our patients actually walk in, get their procedures done, walk out, and move on with their life. Some go back to work, some go straight to pick up their kids from school. We use image-guided treatments that are minimally invasive, using radiofrequency to cauterize veins in a very comfortable way, or varithena to close some of those varicose veins, and then finish things off with sclerotherapy, all done through small needle pokes that are incredibly comfortable and do not require surgery or anesthesia. This whole approach is safe, is fast, and it is designed to work with your schedule, with your life, without interrupting it or disrupting your routine. Unfortunately, most people do think that this requires surgery, but the next thing that holds people back, the assumption that insurance is not going to cover the treatments. Is vein treatment covered by insurance? Let's talk about that. Short answer, sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends on the insurance, it depends on each patient, but actually most times, yes. If your legs are really hurting, if they're swollen, if there are signs of advanced disease, and the ultrasound shows criteria that indicates the need for treatment, most insurances will cover part of that treatment. And that's why it is so important to just not assume and come in for an evaluation. We can talk about your symptoms, we can do that ultrasound and really see if your case actually is something that requires treatment. And if it meets criteria, then there's a good chance that insurance will cover part, if not all of the treatment. Every insurance plan is different. That's why we want to help you throughout this process and help you understand so that we can figure out if your specific plans and your specific case meets the criteria, and they may help you with your treatment. We always verify coverage and we walk you through it as best as we can with the information that we have. And if it's purely cosmetic, then fantastic. It means that your veins are working well, that you don't need any medical treatment, even though it's easy. You don't need absolutely anything. And yeah, in that case, insurance will not help us out because it is nothing medical. It's just cosmetic, but we will tell that to you with full transparency. You don't have to guess. You don't have to assume. So just ask the questions. And finally, I want to say this because I hear it all the time. If you've ever felt dismissed about your leg symptoms, please hear this. I can't count the number of women who've told me that other physicians told them that it was just cosmetic. Their primary care, maybe their OB/GYN or their podiatrist, and so many others feel like nobody's listening to them, like, nobody cares, like everything else is important but the legs. Oh, it's just cosmetic, who cares? You are not being dramatic. This is real. Symptoms are real, and they are affecting your lifestyle, your ability to do your job, to care for your kids, to do those things that you enjoy. Those symptoms are real, and we can help. If you're uncomfortable in your body, if your legs are hurting, they feel tired, they're achy, or just simply tired of hiding those veins, let's talk. Your experience is real. Your discomfort is real. You don't need to suffer alone or wait until things get worse. There's literally no need for you to wait.